If you want to try it, all right. But I'm getting ready to tell you something that's going to hurt. I just need to recalculate the pounds to dollars.
It'd be pricey, I'm sure.
One 330 milliliter, bottle.
Millimeter, whoa.
In 2010, the price has probably changed by now. $63.
Better be some damn good beer.
If it isn't, you're not going to remember drinking it.
That's a fair
buddy.
point.
Hey, buddy, you doing all right? I'm having a great time.
43% alcohol.
But you came in here speaking Mexican.
Yeah.
Donkey!
I need to go watch that now. Damn you.
I wonder if they've made anything with more AP alcohol by volume since then.
I don't know if I'd want to drink a beer that strong.
They have a beer called the Dead Pony Club.
I know who we should send that to, Alistair. I know exactly who we should send that to.
Yes, they have a lager, and I need to pronounce this as it is spelled because there is punctuation in the name. This is lager.
Now, a beer can have all the alcohol at once if it doesn't taste good.
It's true.
Then you've got Canadian whiskey, which you can practically get drunk off of just by smelling it.
True. But when you're that cold, you need to just be drunk all the time. But Canadian whiskey's good. And I have come to the conclusion I like Scottish whiskeys better than Irish whiskeys. I have a bottle of Jameson upstairs that's just sitting there. I need to get myself some scotch.
My buddy just picked up a bottle of Glengoolie Blue.
Ooh. Actually, the Bonefish Grill right around us has some really, really good whiskeys. Got to get back over there and sample some of their, because they have some old stuff sitting in their cabinet that's locked up. You're not allowed to go near it. Don't touch the expensive alcohol.
You're gonna buy it.
True. What was it? $23 for a bottle of one of the scotches, or for a glass of one of the scotches?
Again, better be some damn good stuff.
Yeah, Scotch usually has a nice mellow. See, the Irish ones are they're brash. They hit you funny, where the Scotches go down a lot more smooth.
Yeah, that Irish. They're always
see.
a little funny.
Glengoolie Blue is what? Something like $300 a bottle?
It's expensive stuff. But yeah, potato vodkas. Luksusowa, Polish potato vodka. You gotta try it, Ted. It actually has flavor. It's not just drinking alcohol. It's not like opening the bottle of rubbing alcohol and throwing it back. And put it in the freezer.
That's your thing.
Put it in the
that's
freezer.
what it was like the other day when I had to finish off my bottle I had.
Yeah,
There was
you
like
gotta
an
put it
inch
in the
left,
freezer.
and I was like, oh, wow, that's strong.
I had a guy I worked with who was telling me he was sitting there drinking Grey Goose, which I will not touch Grey Goose with a 10-foot pole. I was like, nah, man, go out and get yourself a real vodka. Quit doing the Grey Goose thing. That's yuppie
Grey
crap.
Goose doesn't bother me that much.
Have you ever had Hypnotic?
It's French. You can't make French vodka.
It
just
beats
gives up.
Stoli in taste tests. That's all I can say.
Anything beats Stoli in taste tests. Stoli's put in plastic bottles.
Only if you're buying. Not always. You can find good bottles of Stoli still.
Yeah, but Stoli's still grain vodka. You gotta try the potato ones.
For those of you just tuning in, welcome to the true speakeasy of the Geek.
Yes.
Well, you
But
can
yeah.
make vodka out of almost anything.
Yeah, you just gotta distill it right.
Get
My
some
buddy's
oil,
my
get
buddy's
some oil.
family, I think, used to make it out of like orange peels.
My
I bet that
mom,
tastes good.
when she went over to Russia to visit family over there, brought back a small bottle of homemade moonshiny vodka. Ho-ho. Let me
That
tell
was
you.
good.
Let me tell you, it was a small bottle, and that small bottle, I think it took 2 shots to make your feet go numb. It was
Oh,
good
I
stuff,
can
and it
ask.
went down like water. It was good stuff.
1 tequila, 2 tequila, fuck it, going down.
About it. It was like, let me take a shot. Ooh, warm. Second shot. Ooh, where'd my feet go?
Darn it! I've went 3 episodes without saying it and I slipped.
Ah,
Dun dun dun.
it's almost the end of this show. We'll allow one. PG-13.
If we
You're
allow
allowed
another,
one.
that gets into R.
You're allowed one boob shot, and you're allowed to say the F word once. 11 pest vodkas. Ooh, I gotta look at that.
You know, I'd happily send you a growler of some of the local brews here, but I'm
Send
not
him
sure
what?
that's a good idea. A growler. You ever heard of that?
Isn't that a fart
Not
that
in
burns?
The phrase that you're using
No.
it in.
I'm pretty sure a growler is one of the many names for a fart that growls and burns as it comes out.
Growler is also
No.
referred to a certain type of bottle with a resealable cap.
It is a container that holds a significant amount of alcohol.
That's fine. I'm not arguing with you on that point. I'm just saying it's also a reference to a type of fart.
I've never heard it called fart before,
Yeah.
but it's funny.
All I'm gonna say is this year, Tank, instead of sending me chili, you know what to send me.
A growler? In a box.
Full of
Open
alcohol.
up.
You're just gonna get a Tupperware container. You're gonna open it. Your whole house is gonna stink.
No, he's probably going to take one look and say, return to sender.
You can't send those. You can't send dangerous things like that through the mail.
It's biological warfare. Get in trouble.
I'm
Oh god,
dying
could you
from
could you
laughter.
imagine it would age while it was in there?
It's probably leak.
We broke Tade.
You'd see it on the news. There's been another outbreak of, poison gas.
No, it would be you'd see on the news an entire post office came down with pink eye today.
See, here's the thing. Tank would do that, but I, A, live in the South, and B, have an old lady for a grandmother, so I would C, proceed to send him concentrated mustard gas.
I'm kind of glad you have an old lady for a grandmother.
Well, there are some people nowadays.
That's true.
Now, there's a vodka that I'm looking to get. Unfortunately, they don't sell it here in North Carolina. It's not illegal here, but nobody sells it here.
I found one for you, Adam. I'll post the link now.
But Tade can get it, so I'm trying to get Tade to send it to me.
I have to wait a few hours.
Anyways, the catch with sending a growler is that it's a glass container, and I believe there's some limits on what you can send.
Yam vodka.
Yes, and it's apparently only available in stores in North Carolina.
I'm just
I
curious.
wanna-
If you send it in a Tupperware, will it go? Will it make the noise
Still
twice?
good.
I don't think you have to fart Tupperware anymore.
No
I
more
need
fart
to-
Tupperware?
I need to try this.
What, farting? Oh, I'm
No.
completely lost now.
No, the yam vodka.
Yam?
Yam vodka.
Yes, and apparently the only stores you can buy it in are North Carolina ABC retail beverage locations.
There's a North Carolina ABC store.
If you
right
buy
near
it,
my house.
send it to me.
I'm gonna try it.
You can buy it online at internetwines.com.
Interesting.
I like yams. I especially like sweet potato pie.
Now, yams and sweet potatoes are different.
They're
Yes.
similar enough.
An actual sweet potato isn't orange. But yams are the yellow ones, right? Or do I have it back? No, sweet potatoes ones actually look like potatoes, and yams are the orange ones.
Yams are the ones that look more like weird carrots.
Yeah. What's what they make all? I mean, that's what sweet potato
But-
pie usually is yams.
But usually they're close enough.
It's the one you get really upset on Thanksgiving when you dive into it thinking it's going to be pumpkin, and you're like, oh, sweet potato.
Well, it's a different kind of both.
Is Ackroyd's Crystal Skull vodka actually any good?
Does it
Ackroyd is a
come-
crystal skull.
Does it come in a crystal skull glass?
Sort of.
All I know is I want someone to actually distill an actual bottle of Romulan ale, so I can put it in the Romulan ale or the Romulan pint glasses that I will soon be buying.
But we don't know the ingredients.
Hey, if they can
As
figure out
much
transparent
alcohol as
aluminum,
you
we can
can.
figure out Romulan ale.
I'm pretty sure someone's probably already created their version of Romulan ale.
Well, Romulan ale is why I want to get a hold of this blue raspberry vodka. For reasons. It's a science experiment.
There you go.
It's got a pure enough alcohol taste. It's
Scottish
about right.
potato vodka.
Potato.
Ecto one's built.
What am I looking at? A bat cow? What?
What?
No. Move.
Moo.
Seriously, I'm gonna put the link
Oh, excuse
here
me. It's Crystal Head vodka, not Crystal Skull.
so you can throw that up on the stream.
Jesus. Oh, shut up.
Why?
I don't know.
Why's that cow got a star on his butt?
I thought it was only Marvel that had some sort of bat cow. Because Marvel has a vampire cow.
That cat's got something, a speech impediment.
Meow.
Meow. You're supposed to say meow.
Meow. Bat cow is a bovine member of the Batman family, rescued from the slaughterhouse during one of Batman's raids on Leviathan. It is taken as a pet by Robin. The experience also made Robin a vegetarian. Bat cow was created by Grant Morrison and Chris Burnham and first appeared in Batman Incorporated Volume 2, Number 1 in 2012.
Oh, I assumed it was going to be one of the crazy things Neil Adams has been doing in his Batman comic.
Bat cow is apparently a legit thing.
Vegetarian, old Indian word for bad hunter. We weren't supposed to eat them. They wouldn't taste so good.
Let's see. Crystal Head vodka is peaches and cream corn. That's what they're using to distill it.
Creamed corn.
Cream corn.
They creamed it.
It says highest quality peaches and cream corn is distilled 4 times into a neutral grain gluten-free spirit and blended with pristine water from Newfoundland, Canada.
If you're looking for gluten-free stuff, alcohol should not be near the top of your list.
Potato vodka would be gluten-free.
Oh wow! Okay, completely off the subject. Missy's gonna link me something on Facebook that I'm gonna have to link out there and put out there. She's showing me this video. She's listening to it right now of a guy whose car only works in day mode and not night mode. It's a phone call between him and the car company. His car only works in day mode. It won't work in night mode. When he puts it in day, it goes, but if he puts it in night, it doesn't.
Some dumbass who can't figure out that D is drive and N is neutral.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard this joke before.
But this is for real.
Oh, fighter of the night man. Oh.
Hey, Flash Gordon's coming back on Blu-ray.
Also, for the record, no, I have never seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I have, however, watched a lot of Rooster Teeth Let's Plays.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen an episode. Oh no, I can say I've watched a couple of episodes of.
For the first couple years, they did not stop talking about It's Always Sunny.
I saw a couple episodes, and honestly, I think it sucked.
It reminded me of a raunchy Seinfeld.
The first season is a little hit or miss. It's
If I wanted
not
a raunchy Seinfeld, I'd go watch
It's
Seinfeld.
not till DeVito shows up in the second season
It was
that
with
it really
DeVito, and it
catches.
still sucks.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's hilarious. I mean, yeah, it's really dirty and nasty at times, but I think it's hilarious.
Now, Archer. Speaking of which, we lost an actor this week. The voice of oh crap, what's his butler name? What's his butler? Woodhouse. Woodhouse, the voice actor for Woodhouse, who's also done umpteen amount of other things. He was in Star Trek, I think. He died this week. So did the guy who played Worf's dad. That killed the room.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the game over screens from Arkham Knight.
I'm on Tumblr.
That's our
I'm
first mistake,
being
but I went
distracted.
to number 2.
The game over screen when you're fighting Arkham Knight is actually kind of dark.
I'm being distracted.
I gotta tell you this one. So somebody posted this or reblogged it, and it goes, "Me on a date. So what do you think about Yu-Gi-Oh? Date. It's an overrated kids show about card games. Me, internal monologue. You fool! You activated my trap card! Shove breadsticks into my purse. Now, all your Olive Garden type monsters will be sent to the graveyard, and the dinner bill will be docked 1,000 life points. I have to go home immediately in face down position. Your move, Kaiba."
They obviously never watched the last half of the last season. It got dark real freaking quick.
What are the
What's-
weird sounds in the
happening to Alistair there?
background when you speak, Tade?
That was actually me making the breathing noise because I was trying not to laugh.
I was gonna say, what was going on with Alistair?
Alistair was
Oh, I
dying.
didn't even realize Alistair was lit up.
I was just sitting here going,
Nobody realizes Alistair's lit up. It's a secret.
Did you
That's
find
my-
your
that-
grandmother's secret stash?
that's my secret cap. I'm always high.
Have you guys seen the Princess Leia Hot Toys?
No.
The 1/6 character?
No.
I'm gonna put it on the live feed. I'll give you guys a link.
He's on the live feed.
Definitely putting this on there. Hold on. These guys just knock it out of the park every one of these figures.
Oh wow.
I remember they did one for Maria Hill.
That is
Pretty sure it's the
really
same
good.
guys. And it is very impressive.
It's good, but it's not as good as the Black Widow one.
Now, my question is, does this Princess Leia have support?
Duct tape.
What?
You don't know the story of that?
There are no bras in space.
Carrie,
Okay.
in the
There's no
original
underwear.
film.
Oh, okay. Yes, that story.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Actually, it was gaff tape, I think they used. Which is just as bad.
Just remember, Boba Fett could sail to Florida.
Have you
I
guys
bet you-
seen the fan film Boba Fett one where they did the whole Western? I gotta find a link for it. I'll put it up on, and I'll probably link it in Facebook or something or Twitter. It's a spaghetti Western style fan film centered around Boba Fett, and I wasn't sure I was gonna like it, but in the first 3 minutes, you see Boba Fett walk into the cantina, and this little astromech looking droid is sitting there, and it comes up and it chirps at him. It goes do 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 do, and he looks down and it backs away. It goes do 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 as it backs away. I knew instantly I was gonna like it. So well done.
Does he not speak the movie?
You know what? Yeah, he does. Hold on. Let me find it. Let me find it.
Oh my lord! Apparently, they laid the foundation for a Sharknado 4.
Do you know how much money they make off those movies? Of course they laid the
Too
foundation
much.
for a Sharknado 4.
Apparently, this time it's gonna be like sharks in space.
Just waiting for
Now
Arella
that's a
Kane.
movie I could watch.
So I'm just waiting for the next big thing, Piranha Cane.
It's called the 12 Parsec Stare. It's 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes long.
Hey, Adam. You know how you told me that I needed to get that Arkham Knight action figure and send it to you?
Yes.
I think I should instead save up and get the Play Arts Kai one and send it to you. For reasons.
Half his work is done.
He does not speak in this one. It was the other Boba Fett one I watched that he spoke. He doesn't speak in this one.
You could put Alistair's head on that, and it would be your character.
Just about.
That's why we find Arkham Knight so damn disturbing. And now that I know who Arkham Knight is, it even feels more like a ripoff.
But why did they have to go and make it be Jason Todd?
Because.
That's just lazy.
But of course.
I mean, wasn't being Red Hood and all this and evil Batman for a while enough?
Now, the only downside is this would cost like $60, and I'd need to get it imported.
Yeah, $60 for a custom.
Well, that's just the cost of the figure at all, period. Not how much you would have to do.
Okay, I just dropped the link in there. You guys are going to have to watch that. But it's the little astromechs doing the whole do-do-do-do-do. It had me. I was like, yep, I like this.
Instant end credits.
Oh, did it go to the end credits?
Yeah.
Stupid me. That's because, yeah, I linked it from where it was. I stopped it. So sorry.
Yeah, I'll watch it later. At the end of the show anyways, right?
Yeah, basically.
Something did come across my dashboard about Ant-Man, though. How Ant-Man failed the legacy of the Wasp.
What?
Well, to be fair,
The movie's not about her.
no. To
But
be
it didn't.
fair, they should have done an Ant-Man movie in the past first.
I think they handled it really well.
I like
They
it.
handled it fantastically.
I haven't seen it, so I really can't say. But
And they laid the groundwork for a sequel to it very nicely.
And they laid the ground for a really nice prequel, too, if they'd ever
Yeah.
decide to do one.
it's just I really kind of wanted to.
I will
Yeah,
say it
yeah,
has
that movie.
it has some of the best digital cosmetic work I've ever seen. As in de-aging characters.
Yeah, that was actually impressively done.
So well done.
The makeup work they did for Haley was amazing.
Yes. Don't spoil too much.
Huh?
Now, I'm still
That's
trying
not a
to
spoiler. We knew
now,
she was in there.
Okay, but there are other characters in that scene who are not known.
Yeah.
So we won't say anything. Just it was nice to see. And they didn't take another actor and try to fill those shoes. Which is, I want to know how they're going to explain that, but I don't know.
Explain what? Why he was there? Or?
Explain the look of the character. Since they've established the character in the past as well. But that's as much as I'm going to
Like
say.
a 40-year difference, though. Well, not 40, but 30.
We could talk about it off the air. We'll have to go into another room where Alistair and Wolfie aren't. Don't want to spoil it for you guys.
I'm being vague.
there's a point where you can't be vague anymore.
Yeah. So, when does Fantastic Four come out? Is that next week? 2 weeks?
Too soon.
As soon as they kill Dumbledore.
You mean craptastic fart?
Growler.
I'm gonna say this. As when I watched the trailer, I still think the Thing looks like something Kentucky Fried Chicken created.
It's a rock biter, man.
He looks like extra crispy chicken.
I knew you were going to do that, Alistair. I was waiting on it.
I don't know. One of the biggest problems facing that movie is just good isn't going to be enough. In order to overcome all the bad press, all the animosity towards it, it is going to have to be amazing. And I just don't see it.
Yeah. And the sad thing is they're set up for the perfect headlines with the name of the film. Fantastic Four? Nope. Try Fantastic Fail.
Fantastic flop.
Yeah, see, it lends itself to that so perfectly, which they've already done for the second Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
What scares me is all the idiots that didn't go see Dredd are going to go see this.
And Dredd was so good.
Dredd was
Oh,
amazing.
Dredd was awesome.
God,
I
that
love
movie
Dredd.
is so
I love
awesome.
Dredd.
Dread 2, please.
Not gonna
Not
happen.
gonna get one.
What's really cool about Dredd is it didn't try to establish anything. It just was.
It didn't stop until the credits rolled.
Dread
It
made my teeth hurt.
It did. Yeah. It didn't try to. There was no there was nothing. It was just. It was like you picked up an issue of Dredd like you've never read before. You picked it up. You read it. You put it back down. You're like, whoa.
Oh, I actually feel like hopefully blowing Tade's mind. Hey, Tade, do you know who
Yeah.
did the slow motion work on Dread?
I'm going to guess the slow-mo guy.
Gavin Free.
Oh, look at that. I was right.
Slow mo guys.
That's what they're called.
Speaking of which, since you mentioned them, did you guys watch the Internetist safety video ever?
I have seen the internet safety video ever, yes.
No, I have not.
It's from Delta Airlines, and you should watch it. The slow-mo guy, Gavin, I think isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. He's
he's
even
there.
wearing the shirt that says I look even better in slow mo.
Amongst other things, like the stalker chick and cat on a vacuum and the double rainbow guy.
What does it mean?
Wow. It's like, apparently, I've heard from others who were in flights, and they said, yeah, actually, you've never seen so many people pay so close attention to a safety briefing.
You guys saw that I caught the end of a rainbow the other day, or the last week, right?
Yes.
It's the first time I've ever seen the end of a rainbow.
There was no pot of gold.
Nothing. I feel ripped off. No leprechauns, no pot of gold, nothing. Not even a ghost hunter.
I saw a very interesting comic that involved a leprechaun and a pot of gold, and so the lady saved a leprechaun, and he rewarded her by giving her his pot of gold, which is literally a pot made of gold. She's like, oh, it's not what I expected. It's like, yeah, it's not a pot full of gold. It's a pot made out of gold, full of spiders, and then the spiders cover her.
It's a common misunderstanding.
Have you guys watched the most recent epic rap battle of history?
Which one was it?
Shaka Zulu versus Caesar. That's the last
You
link
just
I
dropped the
just
link.
posted.
No, I have not.
Well, it ends on a joke that could be considered controversial.
Most of the stuff they do can be considered controversial.
Everything today is controversial.
This is like I could potentially see a lot of people being offended by it. Like, I'm not saying I find it offensive, but I could see why it would trigger things for certain people, and some people it may just fly right over their head. I don't know. But it's definitely it's an iffy joke, and I don't know if the payoff is enough to risk it.
Since when have those guys ever cared?
Tom Green made
Since-
an entire career out of it.
Since, in Germany, he would smack him, but they don't hit little girls. Still the greatest line from Epic Rap Battle ever. For those who are curious, it's Beethoven versus Justin Bieber.
Ah, yes. I did see the latest superhero beatdown. Joker and Harley Quinn versus Deadpool and Domino. So
that's
well
at the
done.
top of my up next list, but I haven't
So
watched
well
it
done.
yet.
Did it end in blood and violence?
Yes.
Did Marvel win? Because I can only see Marvel winning that.
Yes, I think they did.
I mean, yeah, Joker's crazy, but when it comes to being, shall we say, efficient killing machines?
It was interesting. There are some funny scenes in there that I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that. It's funny. Now, what was I going to say? When it comes to the superhero beatdowns, they need to do something about their Wolverine. The Wolverine mask is ridiculous.
In
He
what?
looks the superhero beatdowns. Their Wolverine looks like Tom the Mouse from Tom and Jerry.
In what?
Let's see, they got Wolverine versus Alien or Predator. They got the new one. They got Wolverine.
Oh,
versus,
okay.
They're making Wolverine versus Wonder Woman right now.
That's going to end poorly for him.
Yeah, but the Wolverine mask, yes, does it look accurate to the way some of the comics were drawn? Yeah. Is it ridiculous? Yes. There are certain things that translate well from the page and certain things that do not. And that mask is one of them.
You know what comic character needs to make a comeback? Grendel.
I don't think I've ever read a Grendel. I need more Spider-Ham.
Does Spider-Ham even exist in the new Marvel Universe?
He did in the Spider-Verse ones. He was one of the Spider-Men.
Yes, I know he existed in the Spider-Verse, but most of those people got erased from existence.
I don't know.
Well, they did Batman versus Grendel at one point, but I think they need to do Deadpool versus Grendel. There was a Batman versus Grendel series of comic books.
Batman's faced a lot of people. Spawn, Grendel.
I
Hostess Twinkies.
wasn't a big fan of the Batman versus Spawn
His own
issue.
conscience.
I was never a big fan of Spawn.
Oh, did you see the thing I posted where that it said that we owe Liefeld an apology?
Yeah,
We do?
We owe Liefeld an apology.
Why?
Yeah, let me find it.
This is how we end the show. This will be a really good haha.
We really do owe Liefeld an apology.
And I know your initial reaction when you see it is going to be that's edited, but I've looked at it, and if it's edited, it is incredibly well edited.
Did he draw a foot?
I just need to locate the.
He drew a
Link.
character that didn't have squinty eyes and a tiny little button nose.
Did he draw a woman that had breasts smaller than a D cup?
He drew a woman
Okay.
that couldn't bend her body so you could see both at the same time. Butt and boobs. In full front view. How is that possible? She has no spine!
It's Elastigirl.
She's Reed Richards?
There you go. That's why we owe Liefeld an apology.
Photoshop.
Actually, there are some. You need to look up some of these Mr. Olympia contestants and everything. There's some really weird ones out there.
Look
Some
at the
pretty
guy in
massive
the
dudes.
pink shirt, his shoulder, up by the protein stuff there.
Oh yeah, I see that. That part's definitely. I do think it's interesting that their feet aren't showing.
Okay.
Did Rob Liefeld create this in Photoshop?
Well played.
So Liefeld's supposed to be in the Deadpool movie.
He is.
I hope he
I
does.
hope he's the first thing he gets killed.
Now, I will say the guy in the black shirt is probably not photoshopped. Maybe a tad here and there, but the dude in the pink shirt, his shoulder's been shopped. Interesting, though. I'd like to see these guys outside of the... See what the actual version... Because the dude's big. There ain't no denying that. But, okay, look at his left arm, or look at the arm in the foreground, and then look at his arm in the background. The one that he's actually shaking hands with.
It's like that episode of
something.
Family Guy.
It is. It's exactly like that episode of Family Guy. Hey, what's going on, Quagmire? I ain't seen you in days. Huh? What? Whoa, you been working out? Yeah, I need to find the original. That is funny, though.
What the hell is wrong with that dude in the second picture? What the hell?
Ten bodybuilders who went too far.
Look at the guy in
Why
the
are
second
his
picture.
triceps so... Ew.
Massive?
Ew is the only thing that's coming to mind. Possibly a little hurl.
Greg Valentino's the guy whose arms actually busted, aren't they?
Ow.
He broke the... his muscles burst.
Oh, there was a guy who was injecting something to try to make his muscles bigger, and he was practically injecting rocks.
Valentino, I know, was injecting like oil into his muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually ended up in the hospital because of it. There's a documentary called The Man Whose Arms Exploded.
This is a different dude. Someone down in South America. And they managed to recover, or he managed to recover from that one. They fixed things, but he almost lost his arms.
I only saw 2 guys in there that made me think they went too far. I don't see anything wrong with the female bodybuilder. She's just a woman who's got muscles.
Yeah, I didn't see anything wrong with it either.
But she did go insane. If you read the actual bio, that's where she went too far.
Should we end the show?
Yes, we should.
What? You're grossing me out. Stop posting those links.
We'll end the show on this shot right here. You know what? I would apologize if we could see their feet. But we can't, so... Oh, okay, well, on the show right there, it's, follow us on Twitter, @GeekEasy. On Facebook, facebook.com/GeekEasy, and all your emails can be sent to thegeekeasy@gmail.com. And unless there's anything else,
Nah.
go see Ant-Man.
Pay for it.
Ask Farron.
He probably would.
Exactly. Go ask Farron.
Do it. Maybe we need to play a game of Cards Against Humanity after the show. Maybe. Alright, well, say goodnight, boys.
Good night,
Boys,
Bryce.
bye.
Good night, boys.
Alright. Night, boys.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because I wanted to be creepy.
You succeeded.
Creepy, creepy. And a growler.
You are a particular kind of bastard.
Why is it called the monkey's paw, Clarence? Terrence?